Welcome to another episode here at Shutter Stories Uncensored. I'm Mark, your host. In this episode, we're going to talk about two traffic accidents. I covered two wrecks, and we're going to talk about a huge annual event that took place near the city of Ceres at the Modesto airport. So let's get started on the first wreck that I'm going to talk about today. It's about a rollover auto accident off Highway 99 southbound near the city of Ceres in the afternoon. And I learned from the Highway Patrol officer on scene, because that was, when I was at an auto accident, before I left, I always rounded up the officers covering, working on a report of the accident during the traffic report. And anything on Highway 99 that would be handled by the California Highway Patrol. And also any auto accident out in the county, Stanislaus County, out in the county area, out of the city limits, would be covered by the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Department in my area when I was at the Ceres Courier. And anything within city limits was handled by, if it was the city of Ceres, it was handled by the Ceres Police Department. If it was near Modesto, or in the Modesto area, then that would be handled by the Modesto Police. And like I said, anything on the California highways, the report is handled by the California Highway Patrol. So while I was on scene of that rollover auto accident off the freeway, before I left, I talked with the California Highway Patrol officer during the report, and he gave me all the information I needed on the driver. Got her name, got what city she lived in, and she was a resident of Sacramento. And later on, while I was back at the paper and before we went to press, the editor working on the story found out that she was headed to Merced, California, and she fell asleep behind the wheel, lost control of her car, rolled off the freeway down an embankment, and came to rest down below. So I got photos of all the of the injured woman being taken out of the car, being treated by paramedics. The paramedics on scene, once the fire department got them access to the driver, they put a neck brace on her and got her out, put her on a stretcher on a backboard, tied her head down that way, secured her head so in case she had any neck injuries, it wouldn't get worse. They took care of any open wounds she might have had, and got her secured to the stretcher, and then got her placed in the ambulance. And I got all the photos of the actual fire department extricating the driver. They used the jaws of life to get access to the door, get the door open, and got all those photos. And then before I left, I got the info of the driver from the Highway Patrol, from the California Highway Patrol. She wasn't hurt that bad, I found out later, but she did spend a few days in the hospital recovering. Her car was pretty screwed up. It was probably going to be a total because it had rolled down, a lot of impact to the roof and other body parts of the car. So that pretty much ends that story. So she wasn't a fatality. She wasn't fatally injured, or she would survive her wounds. The next wreck I want to talk about, it came across the scanner when I was at the Ceres Courier. I came across the desktop scanner saying it was a car versus pedestrian, Mitchell Road and Whitmore. It was in a retail complex near a Taco Bell. And what happened, when I got there, I found no driver, but I saw that there was a woman pinned under the car. The Ceres police were on scene already, and the Ceres fire department was arriving as I arrived. I walked over to the accident area, and turned out that the woman under the car was actually the driver. I found out afterwards that the woman had gotten out of her car and left it in gear, and the car started driving away, and she rushed to the car, tried to get the door open, tried to get into the car, and ended up getting pulled under the car. It ran over her and dragged her to where it stopped. It went over a curb and hit a Taco Bell order menu sign system, and car came to a stop. So the Ceres fire department had to get her removed from under the car. They used some of their high-tech tools, these airbags, where they were able to lift the car up and get it secured with wood posts that they carry to brace the car from falling. They were able to get her out, get her on a backboard, get a neck brace on her, and hand her off to the paramedics to treat her and get her in the ambulance and get her to the hospital. She was talking. Her injuries were more scrapes and contusions. Nothing, no broken bones, anything bad. She was a little rough for wear, as they say, but they got her in the ambulance and got out of there. And before I left, I followed up with the Ceres police officer. They're doing the investigation. I got that all cleared up, and I was done. Got my photos, got the information. I gave all that to the editor. I got the film processed, and contacts to the editor. All right, let's move on to the last item I want to talk about. Every year for I think for 5 or 6 years, there was a big hot air balloon event near Ceres. It was called Balloons Over the Valley. And these were hot air balloons. Man, they're all pretty cool, all different shapes, different colors, and man, they were fantastic. It's a photographer's dream assignment. And I would have to get information there too if I could. I'll get as much information I could capture, especially if I was up close with a pilot, a balloon pilot, getting the balloon ready for launch. I would talk to them, get their name, get where they're from, because this event would get balloon pilots and hot air balloons from all over California and all over the United States. It was a big event. And so I'll get as much information there as well. But there was one part of the balloon festival that I made sure I was always at. It was called the Dawn Patrol. And the Dawn Patrol takes place about 5 or 6 in the morning while it's still dark. And these balloons are already filled with hot air. They're secured to the ground so they can't lift off. But during Dawn Patrol, they will hit the burner to light up the balloon, man. It's like neon, glow in the dark. It's an awesome image. Unfortunately, for the paper, I was shooting black and white. But I would shoot my own color as well. It was a fun event. I really loved one of the many things I love covering and look forward to every year. All right. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Smash that bell icon, because I don't want you to miss any new episodes. And while you're doing that, go ahead and give us a share the episode with your friends. Give us a like, give us a comment. Definitely give us a comment. All that helps me with the algorithm, with the YouTube algorithm, so I can help these episodes get views and helps the channel grow. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching. Please give us a comment, and we'll see you next episode.